Hi there, Johan Vester here from Charisma Performing Arts, and welcome to another 3-Minute Thursday episode. Now, if you're not familiar with these, this is a short video where I talk about a topic for about 3 minutes, just to sort of introduce my thoughts on it, and then hopefully enticing you to go and look for more content on the subject. Before we go further, I would just like to remind you that I now officially have launched my Patreon page on the 1st of July, and I would really appreciate it if you would go there. I'll put the link in the description and consider becoming a patron. It would really mean a lot to me and help us to keep doing the work that we do here, and also help us to put content out there that is less likely to be interrupted or blocked or removed, from YouTube. So yeah, please consider that. So today we're going to talk about all the voices in my head, right? Everybody in the vocal community talks about chest voice, head voice, mixed voice. So today we want to debunk that a little bit here in 3 minutes. Here we go. Firstly, there is so much confusion, in my opinion, about chest and head and mixed voice because actually it's one voice. I have found a few vocal specialists who I think describes this well, but it still sounds like an overcomplication for me sometimes. I like to keep things simple. So instead of talking about a chest voice and a head voice, we should really talk about chest resonance and head resonance. Now, this is a scientific fact. This has to do with the actual wavelength, the actual frequency of the pitch that I produce. So my lower sounds, that's in my speaking range, so in the lower octave of my range, that resonates more in the chest area in my body, and the higher sounds, which I don't often use in my speaking voice, so my higher octave, that resonates more in my head, in my upper cavities here, and that's where the difference really lies. But it's a factual, scientific difference. It's not two different voices. Now, the biggest problem for most people come with this register change. That's what I call it. Some people call it a break or a flip, right? But let's call it a register change, where the resonance changes from here to here. So most people struggle with that because of language. Because on a daily basis, we use our voice to speak far more than we sing. Even if I'm a professional singer, I still speak more than I sing. And we speak quite low, especially English. So most people have a flip or a break, a register change issue that sounds like this. Ah, it does that, right? And that is what most people struggle with. And this is where the term mixed voice comes in, where you're supposed to mix some of the chest resonance and some of the head resonance in that changeover place. Now again, to make it simple, the best way to conquer that thing is to slide on pitch from low to high and high to low, like this. Ah, ooh. So I make sure that I start lower or higher than that place where it wants to change, and I keep crossing over that line. Don't avoid that, even if it flips, even if it does, ah. Just allow that to happen, because if you keep resisting going to that place, then you'll never conquer it. So if you keep doing that in a healthy and comfortable way, then eventually that flip or that twitch or that place in your range where your vocal folds used to think that they need to change their action, that will go away and disappear. So instead of having ah, you'll be able to go ah, across that place seamlessly. And the way then to finally to develop power, more volume in that range and higher, once you've established this, is to slowly increase the airflow, the level of airflow, which results in volume. So first you do this very lightly and very comfortably, and then later on you increase the airflow. And that's how we come to have options in the low, in the middle, and in the high. So yeah, that was just some quick thoughts on the whole question of head voice and chest voice and mixed voice and whatever. Basically, I teach my singers, first step, everything is mixed. Think about it that way. think about from my low G to my high G is all mixed. Ah. It's one sound. It's not two different sounds. It resonates differently because of the frequency, like we discussed, but it's not a different action for the muscles. So once I can do everything in mixed voice, in a mixed voice way, then like I said, I can learn to increase the volume, I can learn to modify the vowels, I can make the sound thicker, I can make it thinner. But that is the first thing to try. You should really check out my vocal activations on my channel. There's one that's called Conquer the Register Change, and there's another one that just speaks about range, increasing your range. And the exercises in those are very, very good to help anyone, whether you're a beginner or a professional singer. It'll help you deal with that changeover place. So do check it out. Thanks again for watching today, and until we see each other next time, please take care of yourself.